5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Broadcasting worldwide from Painedemonium Studios in Cornwall, this is the Wal of Paine show on Phluid FM.
Hello,
everybody. Bit of Girls Aloud. Yeah, hello everyone. How's it going out there?
That's a great start. We a little bit of Green Day.
Yeah.
For Lady Driver.
Yes, indeed. Who's unfortunately at work this evening, but you know,
it's rotten.
Well, you know, got to pay the bills. Someone has to.
Someone has to pay the
yeah.
Hang on, we're paying the bills.
Yeah.
Wait till that
naturally.
Coke sponsorship comes in.
Yes,
honestly,
yes,
you'll be living a life of luxury.
Yeah. Disclaimer: we have nothing to do with Coke.
Other fruity caffeinated drinks are available.
They are indeed. Yeah. Yes, they are.
The more astute of our listeners over the last two shows will have noticed we have a slightly different background chit-chat music.
Yes, we do indeed. This is fantastic piece of music that has been donated to our use, hasn't it?
It has, yes. By my very good friend Chris Guillaume, who's my fellow musician in My Painted Smile, aka Siege.
Indeed, yes.
We're going under this year as Siege 22.
Indeed, and details of which are on the screen right now. This track is called Sundowner.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like working with a total pro.
Right, thank you. I've been busy this week.
You have been busy this week. Did everybody notice our new opening stinger?
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed that.
Was that Apollo?
Yes, it was the Apollo 11 launch, indeed. Yeah. Very indicative of like the launch of MTV or when it was good, when it used to play music.
When it was good. And straight into, nobody can complain that our show didn't contain a warning. That was the name of the first track.
Exactly.
So we actually got an official warning.
Yep.
So we've got Siege now, right now, incidental music. We're potentially going to try and get him to do maybe like a pre-recorded slot, aren't we, for like a Sunday afternoon or something?
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be really great if he's up for that.
So hopefully, Chris, give them a wave. There's my camera down there. Chris
you're down there.
And Sally listening up in Worcester. Now, I was thinking, you're Basedriver.
Yep.
And Kat is Lady Driver.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, seeing as Chris, you don't know what's coming now, so seeing as Chris is called Siege, does that make Sally, wait for it, Siege?
Interesting thought. I like that. That's pretty good.
She's probably listening going, no, it doesn't now.
Well, you know what? They could always jump online and get in touch and let us know.
How would they do that?
Well, they can do it through this snazzy link right here, which is fm.fluidrecords.co.uk with a PH. For those of you checking us out on Mixcloud, fm.fluidrecords.co.uk with a PH for the Fluid. And if you jump on there, there's been a little bit of an update. So it's even easier now to get to your chat. And this was actually a request. We've been listening to you. We've been listening to you out there. And this is a request from...
to my camera, not yours.
Yeah, it's a request from Andrea, actually, so that we could be listening and chatting at the same time.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so if you check this out, we actually have a website here. This is Phluid FM website where you would be tuning in normally, and there's the player right up at the top there. And if you click on this click here to chat live with the studio, then boom!
There it is.
There it is.
As if by magic.
Yes, and
the chat room appears.
Jump into the chat room, put whatever name you want in there, and you can log in and so on and so forth. So, do get on over to fm.fluidrecords.co.uk and you can chat right there.
Right here.
Right now. Right here, right now, indeed.
Excellent. Shall we start with a few shout-outs?
I think it'd be a good idea.
We did this last week. We've had quite a lot of people that are interested in the show, listening to the show. Our viewers have jumped up.
Yep.
Going to just start with one here because we're going to play him a song, aren't we? This is for Kevin Stokes and his partner. He works and owns Station MOT in Liskeard. Unit 8, Miller Business Park, Liskeard. Absolutely fantastic because, not naming and shaming any other garages, I had my car booked in for an MOT literally at the 11th hour. It was the only very last Saturday that I could book it in. Garage totally let me down. Didn't even turn up, didn't even open up, didn't want to know. I then got home in a mad panic and I did the MOT stations near to me on Google. Kevin's was the top one, phoned him up. and I said, "Can you? Do you remember the old? You might just be able to get me out of a predicament." When,
Yeah.
What were they for? The insurance company, weren't they?
Yes, I can't remember which one though.
And Kevin did exactly that. He said, "I can probably fit you in today." And before anybody runs away with the fact that he could do that because he wasn't busy, what he actually did is he decided to put some more mechanics on so that he could handle his workload. If everybody did that in business, Kevin,
Yeah.
we'd all be a winner. So we're going to play a song for Kevin Stokes, and I am sorry that I forgot to get the name of his partner down, but I hope they're listening. I hope they're listening live, because later on we're going to be doing
Track Link.
and if everybody listens,
We've got a thing for that.
we have, but not. I mean, let's not go revealio mad.
Okay.
We'll
okay.
reveal
Yeah,
that.
We'll hold tight to that one for later. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
But for Kevin, who likes rock music,
Yeah.
and for his partner, who likes the 80s, what better than this?
Yeah. Well, there you go. Sweet Child of Mine, eh?
That's good.
Absolute classic. You
That
know?
is absolutely brilliant. That is. I
Yeah.
was talking to some friends. This is a ridiculous story, and I was talking. You know, and you've normally got a story now. Of like, do you know what? Actually, I worked with Axl Rose, etc., or whatever the story would be.
No, I haven't. Unfortunately, not
but-
Axl.
But our friends, Mark and Julie.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know what the conversation came up, and we started talking about Guns N' Roses. We generally, Mark and myself, talk about music.
Yep.
And he said, we were staying at a hotel in Rotherham
Ooh,
a
Rotherham.
few years ago,
Oh.
and he said, who was in the lobby? Slash.
Well, you know, to be fair, he is known for hanging around lobbies drinking Jack Daniels, though.
But in Rotherham.
Well, why not?
Well,
Why not?
I don't know. It just I said
He's a northern boy, isn't he?
he's American.
No, Slash is English.
No.
Pretty certain Slash is English.
Axel's American, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, well, he's very American. Yeah. But Slash is English.
Oh,
he's
is
a
he?
northern
That
boy, yeah.
makes more sense now
yeah.
then, because I said, are you sure there wasn't
Hence why he
some...
covers his face. You know,
Ah.
because he's all pasty pale and like terrible teeth, as many of us Englishmen are.
Now that therefore answers the question, because I said, are you sure you weren't like at some sort of Slash convention, and like, you know, and then another 6 people
You
with
know
top
what?
hats
You know what?
and
Like 10 years ago, that would have been a silly suggestion, but in this day and age, I'm pretty sure there must be at least one Slash cosplay like out there, like convention, just pure Slash cosplay convention.
gotta be.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, so he's English, so that makes a little bit more sense
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Does make a little bit more sense that you
would
would
do,
bump
wouldn't it?
into him in a hotel in Rotherham.
Yeah.
Okay. So further on the show,
Mm-hmm.
just giving everybody a bit of a lowdown, we're going to do a quiz.
Yep.
We're going to do Track Link with the new Sting.
Yep.
Not doing it with Sting. Don't want Sting.
No.
No.
Not well. Neither Sting, neither the musician nor the wrestler. Sting.
So but a Sting.
A
Just,
Sting.
just not the
Yeah,
Sting.
Not the Sting. Not the movie The Sting either.
No.
No.
So there's
Robert Redford.
So those 3 Stings are out, but our Sting is in.
Yes.
And we may get round to doing this week, which we were supposed to do last week. We may get round to doing Picture This.
Yes.
We may not.
Yeah.
But we will certainly get round to doing a couple of things, and we're certainly going to get round to doing another couple of shout outs for people. You've
Yes.
got one over there that we just need to say hi to some people, don't we?
Yeah. Should we go for that right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna give a massive shout out to Sid at Glyn Valley Chefware.
What a top
down
fella.
there. Yeah, fantastic geezer. Like wonderful family too. Wonderful business, and
He was funny, wasn't he?
He's a really great guy.
He's a funny guy.
He is a super funny guy, and also he makes top quality embroidery and print on an absolutely vast array of workwear or leisure wear, all sorts. He's really, a fantastic guy.
His catalogue was like K's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was enormous.
And should I want to go and see Sid, though, Leah, where would I find him? Where would I find his whereabouts?
You would find his whereabouts at Miller Business Park.
Excellent.
Yes, it's
Is
the
that
first right as you turn in.
Is that virtually opposite Kevin Stokes that we just played Sweet Child of Mine for?
Yes, I think it is.
Isn't
it is. And it's also just around the corner from a skate park, funnily enough.
Oh.
Yeah, because we drove past it on the way there. So
I was down in Cuba earlier, and I went past a skate park, and as I was driving past this skate park, I thought, that reminds me, we still never got to the bottom of the skate park story.
yeah, we will have to get back to that. But I should just say that it's Unit 11 Miller Business Park.
You should say that.
I should definitely
Say
say
it
that.
then.
They have a website as well, you know. So again, that is Glyn Valley Chef's Web at glynvalley.com for their website, and Unit 11 Miller Business Park. Yeah.
I could almost hear their advert. Somebody would be reading it, and then they go, Glyn Valley Chef's Web. Like that,
Could be something in that.
Yeah, could
Never
be.
know.
Talking about going around Cubit today, I'm going to give a shout out to Thelma and Natalie. They're not in Cubit at all.
No.
But they are in the neighbouring hamlety / town of Crantock.
Ooh, hello.
They both work at Trevornick Holiday Park. Give them a wave. I see them
Hello.
most days delivering quality goods on my rounds.
Fantastic.
So we will say hi to them. And also, got to give a big shout out to Tim Haram, who owns Transport Training.
Yes.
And you can check him out on Tim Haran Transport Training, as all one word. That's the longest word I've ever seen.
It's quite a long word,
Almost
isn't it?
as long as supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That station. Do you know it?
I actually know it relatively well because my brother went to university at Lampeter. Or Lampeter.
Lampeter. My
Which is,
my aunt and uncle lived at Lampeter.
Really?
Well, only my uncle now, because my aunt sadly has passed away, but they lived
sorry.
in Lampeter for many, many years because my cousin lives at Hook, just outside Haverfordwest.
Wow. So that makes him one of the, 6 people that live in Lampeter. Literally.
In that area.
Wow, because that place it was so tiny. You had the university, an Indian, one pub, and 6 houses.
Yeah.
You throw it in a second. It's crazy.
Hook's grown. I went down, unfortunately, to my cousin's partner's wake in Hook recently, which is a sad thing. We'll talk about that on another show. Not going to bring the vibe down on this one, but Hook has grown since I last went there. But then everywhere's grown, hasn't it? The government have got a massive building campaign, which is why they need transport. So should you be wanting to transport building materials to your new Persimmon or Wimpy homes, get in touch with Tim Haram. He'll train you how to drive the vehicle, and look out for his trucks down and around Red Roof, because what will they be sporting on the back?
They'll be sporting a fantastic item. These are amazing, aren't they?
Aren't they amazing?
And this is going to tie in again
Hold it
once
up.
more to check that out.
Holy monkey, that's
Yes,
fantastic.
It is, isn't it?
That's a massive truck sticker.
It is a massive truck sticker, and it's a fantastic truck sticker that, again, we're going to send more massive shout-outs to our printer bad men out there. They know, and ladies, the men and ladies both, are equally awesome at doing this.
John, Marina and Peter, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Give them a massive thumbs up. Because tying in nicely from that, when you do Track Link, you lovely, lovely listeners and watchers at home will be able to win a smaller version of that fits onto the back of your car window.
And it's funny you mention that, because I have one right here.
That's
There you
astonishing,
go,
as well, as if by magic the stickers appear.
Absolutely beautiful.
Shall we do our first Track Link track?
It looks about the right time to
I
do
think
it.
It is about the right time to do it. And Leo has been stupendously busy this week. Are we ready? Oh, it's got to be unmuted.
Yeah, you ready for that? Yeah, I think so.
Shall we do the thing?
We can do the thing. We can do our first one of the night. Yeah, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Track Link.
And we got some visuals to go with that as well. There you go.
Oh,
fantastic, eh? We got some stingers in.
Quality.
Yeah.
And the first Track Link is this song.
This is your track link this week, isn't it?
It's my track link this week. So the idea behind
Track Link
is we are going to play 3 tracks roughly on the half hour, so 7:30, 8 o'clock and 8:30. There is a connection to these 3 tracks. If you can work out what that connection is, you win one of those absolutely fabulous, cannot buy this in the shops, car stickers.
Absolutely. You can only get them here, exclusive to us. Absolutely exclusive.
So I think Leo's going to put up, at the end of the night, everybody that gets this right, we will put up an email that you can sort of send your address privately to, so you don't have to put that into the group chat.
Yep.
Have we got any chat action going on,
We
Leo?
do. We should say a big hello to Sandra in the chat room. Hello Sandra. Welcome along.
Hello, Sandra, in the chat room.
Fantastic. Yeah. And just a little reminder that you can get over to fm.fluidrecords.co.uk, where you'll find this page, and if you click on the click here to chat live with the studio, you can just select in this box and type in whatever name you want, jump on in and get involved, listen, watch, engage, or watch, listen, engage to be able to get it.
Absolutely.
Correct. Yeah. Worked really hard on that as well, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Well, hey ho.
Yep.
It's the grain of grit in the shell that makes the pearl, Leo.
Ah, I've never heard that one before. That's quite nice. I like that.
I know. There you go. So here's first track link. This is Madonna with Revolver. There we go. That was your first.
True.
Why is it not playing?
Failure to launch.
Track link.
There we go. There it is. Yeah. Funny, I managed to time the visuals to actually get on time with it there by accident. Complete accident.
That didn't launch as well as the Apollo at the beginning.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Oh, jeez. It's funny that, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there's a few minor because we're expanding each week. Okay, Maxie, off you go. Yeah, Little Mini Driver has joined us along with Studio Cat as well. Lebowski was here, wasn't he?
What is it they say you never work with?
Children and animals.
What have we got in the studio?
Both. Yeah. That's all good. It's a family affair, and like the cat.
Show.
The cat has always been very much with us with everything we do.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, like I've got lovely photos of him on my Facebook of him curled up in the bass drum. He seems to like sleeping in the bass drum.
Can he work the sliders? I had visions of him like coming on like, who was that? Flat Eric.
Yeah. We were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah.
We'll have to sort that out. We'll keep that under our hats for now. But
you have the big Lebowski.
Again, stay tuned. Yeah.
He'd be mixing in. What was he listening to, Leo? Stray Cats? Do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Cat Stevens.
Yeah, Cat Stevens. Yeah. Well, he's Yusuf now, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is it? Yusuf?
Yeah, but that doesn't work as a gag.
Imran Yusuf something.
That doesn't work as a joke.
Nah,
I don't think Cat Stevens worked as a joke.
To be honest, Cat Stevens. I can't. You can't say he's a joke, can you? Because kind of tragic.
Yeah. But anyway, there
moving
you go.
Moving on swiftly.
Oh, hang on, the lawyers are at the door.
Yeah.
So that was your first track. That was Madonna and Revolver featuring Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Not Little Wayne. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Is Lil his first name and then Wayne like Lil's his first name and Wayne's his surname, or is he actually Little?
I think it's more Lil Nee Wayne. Like because before he was Lil and now he's married, he's Wayne.
He's Wayne. Do you know what, Leo?
I don't know if he's even married, I just made that up.
I don't know. Do you know what?
Yeah.
I've got thirst coming on.
Have you got a thirst coming on?
I haven't had a drink since we started.
Really?
And I've got a sore throat.
Really?
Do you know what I need?
Well, I think you might need a tipple of the day.
I need a tipple of the day.
Yes, here, let me hand this over to you right now.
Oh, hang on. What was tipple of the day last week?
So, last week's tipple of the day was Taurus Pear Perry Cider.
And what is this week's tipple of the day?
This week's tipple of the day, if you can get it, there we go. This week's tipple of the day is Taurus Original Apple Cider.
Let's look at these sting things at the bottom.
Available from your Aldi supermarket.
I tell you what, this show
crisp, strong, elegant, much like the raging bulls seen by many a matador and toreador across the bullfighting rings of Espanol.
I don't know where he gets it, honestly. Shall we try?
We'll try it out.
Shall we try
our
tipple of the day? Oh, it's got a nice pull on the ring.
Yeah.
Said the bishop to the actress.
Cheers. Fantastic.
And what pubs would you be able to find this in?
Well, possibly the Fox and Hounds off the A69 just outside Dulbury. Well, I often like to have myself a Sunday brunch with their 24-hour carvery and a glass of wine.
And a 12-inch plate.
12-inch plate. Gotta have that 12-inch plate.
That's very fruity. I can highly recommend it. And priced at a fair $1.95 for 4.
You're kidding me. $1.95?
What? It's not even 10 shillings a can.
That's cheaper than a bottle of Pepsi.
Isn't it? Do you know what? You're not being funny. I paid £1.70 in Cubert Londis stores. Love the ladies in Cubert Londis stores, but £1.70, Hannah, for a bottle of Coke, 500ml, when you could get 4 Fruity Taurus original ciders.
Fruity cider from Taurus. Aha!
Although, as a delivery driver, probably I best stick to the Pepsi during the day and not the Fruity Taurus apple cider, because it's coming in at a whopping 5%.
You're kidding me. 5%?
That's like Stella, that is.
Wow, cool, blimey, steady on.
So that's tipple of the day. So if Aldi would like to send us a sponsorship deal, we're more than happy to keep reviewing, because they do dark fruits. I think we might move on to beer next week.
Yeah.
We could do a review of tipple of the day. Could be beer, couldn't we?
Yeah, well, there's plenty of ales.
Oh, plenty of
ales out there. I'm a big ale person. I like my ales. Like a bit of Brewdog, for example. And actually, one thing I really love, one of my favourites, because when I used to run some pubs in my time, and we were at the John Cabot in Bristol.
Pubs.
A number of them over the years.
Okay.
Actually set up the first non-smoking pub in the country before the smoking ban came in, to be
was
prepared
you,
for
was
it.
it?
Yeah, it was our fault. It was for Lowell Pub Company with Kian. Kian, if you're watching, why wouldn't
he be?
Yeah, massive shout out to you. And I mean, if you are watching as well, like, of course you can jump online and fm.fluidrecords.co.uk and get into the chat. Let us know how you're doing. But yeah, like
Watch, listen,
engage. Make it so, number one. But to get back to that story very quickly, the best thing that I had there was we had a supplier that supplied us with Buckham.
Oh,
There's
yes.
nothing quite like a tasty, lightly
I know
chilled
where you're going with this, and I might
pint
almost
of Buckham.
turn your mic down for that, but I've missed it,
Well,
and you've said it.
Yes, I've said it, because it is actually a real brand that you can now get in your local Morrison's. That's true.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I like a Buckham.
Yeah, well, the thing is, their specials are really what it's all about. They did a Brunel IPA, which was fantastic, and a Concord Ale, which was also fantastic. And I got kegs of them in to give away for the Rugby World Cup. And naturally, no one actually won, so I ended up drinking 4 kegs of the stuff to myself. So,
Why wouldn't you? You've got to do that, haven't you? I pick up a load of beer from the Good Brewing Company on my rounds, and I had about 5 kegs of it in the van today, and I just thought, should I go back to the depot? Should I just go straight home?
Yeah, temptation's there, isn't it? I should highlight, actually, I didn't drink them all at once. You know, drink responsibly, people. It was over a long period of time. So
I think we should advocate drink responsibly. We're nothing if we're not drink aware. Talking of pubs, we've got another shout out.
we do indeed, to Emily and Evelyn at the Old Albion Pub. Should I do an Alan on that? The Old Albion Pub in Crantock, after the museum having a fabulous silent disco over the Jubilee weekend. You're having the Moorsim down.
Well,
let me tell you.
Hang on. We are trying to get the Moorsim down there. We're busy when they're busy. They're busy when we're busy. But Emily keeps saying we do need to get you down there.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
But I can't really big us up. But you've seen us.
Well, I was going to say, like, actually, no Alan or anything for this one. Like, verifiably, get down and see the Moorsim next time you can. And Emily and Evelyn, like, get them in. Like, they were doing a gig at the Barley Sheaf last week.
We were.
Yeah, and I was there.
And unfortunately, the Albion wanted us to play their Jubilee, but we're already committed to 2 gigs on the Saturday the 4th.
Yeah,
the Moorsim are at the Callington recreational field for a 3:30 to 4:30 slot on next Saturday. Fantastic. And then we're going down to the Yacht Club at Car Green, so we're busy. But I do want to get down to the Old Albion because they're a great bunch of people and it's a great vibe in that town as well. Yeah. They do very much support their local pub, and I think if you live in Crantock, you need to get down to the Old Albion and have a silent disco, because they are brilliant fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everybody looks
silent
like they're just wired and doing different things.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
Oh, we've got a couple of people on the Mixcloud chat as well. Hello to them. We have Barry St Edmunds Massive.
Hey,
hello, Barry St
that's
Edmunds
Sarah
Massive.
and Tom,
yeah,
the Barry St Edmunds
hello.
Massive. That'd be Sarah and Tom. Brilliant. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Massively appreciate that.
Tom the Gardener.
Oh, yeah, Monty Tom.
Indeed, yeah. Fantastic. Good to see you. And also, is that Saz16 what you've got in there as well?
Who's that?
So,
Sal 16?
Saz, I think, 16.
Saz? Oh, that could be Sarah, or that could be Sally, which would be Sheege.
Right.
Could be either of them.
So,
should we play them a tune?
We will do in a minute, because Barry St Edmunds said, oi, oi, Neil. Barry St Edmunds checking in.
Oi, oi, Barry St Edmunds Massive.
Let me just double check the actual, I'm saying that right. Yes, Saz16 said, golden brown, Neil, would be most lovely.
Oh, well, I tell you what we'll do. Let's play what we were going to play, and I'll look up golden brown for the next track.
We'll slide it on. We will slide it on.
We're going to have a bit of these maniacs, aren't we?
Yes, we are going to have that in just a second. And again, if you do want to get in touch with us, it's right there. Coming up, we've got 10,000 Maniacs with Natalie Merchant, and this is These Are Days.
10,000 Maniacs.
Yeah, what did you think of that?
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with 10,000 Maniacs' work.
So, yeah, like obviously Natalie Merchant is lead singer of 10,000 Maniacs. And, yeah, like they're, a funny fact here, they're Sabrina the Teenage Witch's favourite band. Which is interesting because that's kind of a continuation on from Clarissa Explains It All, where her favourite band was Toad the Wet Sprocket. So it could very much be said that, like, between Clarissa and Sabrina, Melissa Joan Hart kind of launched a couple, well, not launched, but really popularised a couple of major bands there. But yeah, 10,000 Maniacs, they're really good band, actually. They did an MTV Unplugged, which is very popular. So that's, yeah. Really
I've heard of them. I've heard of the band. I've heard a lot about the band, and I've heard about the band, but I've never actually really heard them. You can't listen to every band, can you?
I'm sure there's people that try.
There are. We got in.
We've got
Trey
some
Yellow.
new people. Yeah,
Hi
Trey
guys.
Yellow.
Hi,
Yes,
Trey
hello.
Yellow.
And Anton as well. Hello.
Anton.
Yeah.
Hello,
He's just
Anton.
popped in
Welcome,
there
Trey and
yeah.
Anton. Yeah, absolutely. So who requested that Golden Brown? Was that for the Bury St Edmunds Massive?
No, that was actually for Saz16, who is Monty Tom's wife.
Oh, that's Sarah, yeah.
Thank you for that on Mixcloud. Thank you, Saz16.
That's Sarah, who is probably single-handedly the Bury St Edmunds Massive.
We spoke last week about it, and a very big hello to you. Thank you very much for joining us this week.
Last week we played Brucey, didn't we?
Yes,
No
we did.
excuses.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, memory of an elephant there.
Yeah,
Size of an elephant.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, we did notice that most stations as well, when you listen to most stations, they have a news. No, they have a news
They
broadcast
do,
on the
yeah,
app.
yeah.
And I was thinking, we regardless of the fact we haven't got any news, but literally the other day when I was travelling down the A30, and this was very exciting, not less than 5 police motorcycles, all guns blazing, lights flashing and everything, in rapid succession past my van, followed by a police car, all his lights flashing, followed by 2 plain clothes police cars, and they were all with their blue lights in the grills and everything flashing.
Yep.
Followed by another police car, and he got all of his blues and twos and everything going, and a massive stay back
Oh, no.
flashing across the back of his car. And I thought, this is all really exciting. I wonder what on earth is going on. This was down towards Cornwall Services, and phenomenally exciting.
Yeah. Crazy.
But guess what happened?
What happened?
I had to come off at the next junction, so I never
I don't know where it actually was.
I never actually found out. So if anybody knows what that is, that was the news.
The news.
It was some news, and it was part of some news, but it was phenomenally exciting. And I thought, well, this all looks good.
Yeah.
What's going on? I thought they were going to start doing that where they box somebody in and bring them to a stop. And
Well, it could have just been like a really, 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 really big, like a yacht or something. Maybe it's Gordon Ramsay's yacht.
And they're going to escort it.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
'cause
maybe
they
I
have
should
plain
put it down.
clothes police cars.
Yeah, it's Gordon Ramsay, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose
You've got to
so.
protect people.
Yeah.
From him.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't really think of that, but I thought, yeah, it all looks good. Because you know when the G7 summit came over,
Yep.
I think it was Claire, my daughter. She was going somewhere with Andrea, and they were in the car, and they passed it all coming through. Goonhaven or on the road somewhere, and all of these cars, and they just filmed his entire entourage going past the car, and it was just car. And when you see it on the TV, these massive kind of FBI big black Jeeps with blacked out windows, that's exactly what it was, just forever going past their car.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember a bit like that with Diana's funeral, I think it was.
Oh,
they
yeah,
went
I
up
can imagine for
up the
that.
road past us, and it's blooming huge, man. Absolutely huge.
But it is, you would think, wouldn't you, that makes somebody more of a target. If I was the President of the United States, you'd think, right, we know where he is because he's in this massive convoy of cars. Would you not think he'd jump in like a kind of a second-hand old Escort and go, I'll drive myself with a wig on? And
exactly, it's less conspicuous. Although I wish I could remember now. There is someone out there, a celebrity, at least one, but one in particular that comes to mind, where is what they would do. They would just actually go out like dressed up like in a really cheap rubbish car,
so
and no one would ever
notice
recognise them. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he did. Maybe this entourage was just a great big sort of showcase diversion, and he was driving around in like a Mark III Y-Reg Escort.
It's what I would do. I mean, like, there's so many ways that you can tell, like unmarked cars and royal vehicles are actually kind of easy to spot as well. I'm not going to tell people how, but yeah, it's actually
they've got massive Union Jack flags on, and they've got the Queen sat in the back.
Yeah, but I mean, actually, like, there's certain indicators, like
BMWs don't have indicators though, so they couldn't be driving around in them.
Well, they do. It's just the drivers don't know where that stalk is. They seem to miss that one. Either that, or they've designed them to be really out of the way. There are like number plates, for example, can be a giveaway to it. And if it's Prince
Queen one.
No.
Okay.
Like no identifying features, like no serial numbers, no production number, no where they got the car, sort of thing, no dealership number or details or anything like that. So yeah, it's a little subtle one there, you know.
Yeah, I think Cassandra comes from Guernsey, and over there, as you know, the number plates are just numbers.
Yeah.
And I think she said it's the governor of Guernsey. His number plate is just the number 1. So he's got the best number plate on the island.
To be fair though, like I mean, you know, it's not exactly the biggest risk there, is it? Like,
No.
You're not going to get away that easily, and there's hardly anyone there, so they'll know who you are. So.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying it's empty. There's obviously, you know, a good community there, and a great community, I'm sure. But
Hi
like,
to everybody
it's very
listening in
small.
Guernsey.
Yeah, hi everyone in Guernsey.
But the number plates, they run them in Guernsey. You know, like when you get what's called a vanity plate. So you might have Leo 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is a great vanity plate.
Yeah.
What happens in Guernsey is they do the numbers. So even if you've got a 1-digit number, it's worth a lot of money. If you have a 2-digit number, it's worth a lot of money. And if your number plate is even a 5-digit number, it's not really worth a lot of money, but it could be if it's like 32123.
Okay, yeah.
So they kind of work their vanity plates or private plates, so you can buy that, and the bet, or 12345 or 54321. All of those would be the valuable number plates to have when you're in the Channel Islands.
Yeah.
Hope we might have some listeners in the Channel Islands. If you're listening in the Channel Islands, get into the chat room. How would they get into the chat room again, Leo?
But you can get onto the chat room. Yeah, you just go straight to this link. It's on the screen right now. fm.fluidrecords.co.uk. No W's on that, and the PH is the PH for the Phluid Records. So fm.fluidrecords.co.uk. And if you're on Mixcloud, you've got a chat there as well. I see you, Orbit. Okay, right, like Orbit's here. So I'll just let Orbit in quickly.
Oh, he's here,
right,
he's here, or he's on.
He's actually here.
Well,
so
I'll tell you what, you go and let him in, and we will play for the Bury St Edmunds Massive. We'll whack on a bit of Golden Brown as soon as I can get to that. So yeah, you go and let in Orbit, and we'll play this. This is for Sarah and Monty Tom. As I said there at the start, that was United Artists' best-selling single ever.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And I was very, very lucky years and years and years ago to see the Stranglers live in their original format. Hugh Cornwell, JJ Burnell, Dave Greenfield and Jet Black, obviously.
Yep.
Since then, very sadly, of course, Dave Greenfield has died. Self-taught keyboard wizard. He is. Leo's nodding, and if you're looking at the camera now, Leo is nodding and waving and smiling and waving because he's trying to keep out of the studio here, Mini Driver.
Well, he is here. He's just like scrabbling around on the floor and making lots of noise.
So whereas I'm surprised Leo hasn't jumped in with any information about the Stranglers, I'm seeing one arm outstretched going in and going,
Well, it's funny actually, like this week we've managed to hit a good sort of stride where I don't necessarily know a huge amount about the Stranglers, to be honest. I know the Stranglers, but I don't have any interesting stories about them.
No, I tell you what though, Hugh Cornwell, I've got a lovely story about Hugh Cornwell. I read his book, Strange Little Girl, his autobiography, which was fantastic. Very, very clever bunch of guys. They all went to, I think, the majority of them went to Sweden to study at university. They've all got first-class honour degrees in sciences and all sorts of very, very, very clever guys, which comes across in their songwriting. And I do remember reading a very famous reporter, like record muso, saying that there's only ever really been 2 fantastic songwriting bands in Britain. One of them was the Beatles, and he said the other one was the Stranglers.
Yeah.
And I think if you put Rattus on now, or No More Heroes, they are literally 45 years old, 77 I think, Rattus. So that makes that 45 years old, and you put it on and it is still as absolutely bob on
as it was
when you first span it back in the heady days of the 70s.
And that's the thing with timeless music, isn't it? You know, because there is, we were talking about this multiple times over the last week, weren't we? There's like the difference between timeless classics and modern ones, and also like I was relaying my enjoyment of the response of a lot of the younger generation when they hear like an AC/DC tune or something, and they're just like, what is this? Like, that's amazing, you know.
Is this proper music? Those people, are they playing those instruments?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
how does he make that guitar work?
Well, this is one of the weird things because, like, being so electronics based myself, you know, like between being an engineer, I mean, like, luckily we've got the new camera angles when you can actually see like one of the guitars up on the wall there because you know I started out with traditional instrumentation and you know indie bands and stuff like that, and yeah, like moved into electronic music for reasons I explained in episode 1, which you can check out over the on demand.
Oh, hang on, where's the on demand?
You can actually get on it at fm.fluidrecords.co.uk where it has last week's show. You can listen back to that. You can also watch it back actually if you go over to another site, which is, if I have it here, I think I've got it here.
Of course you have.
Right there.
There it is.
vision.fluidrecords.co.uk. You can check out the video. So yeah, we did mention that last week, didn't we?
I think it was fella's name's going to completely escape me now. Mark King, bass player.
Yeah.
Phenomenal bass player from level 42.
Yes, level 42, man.
His first weapon of choice was drums, and then he turned into a phenomenal bass player. He released, when an artist now does a solo album, I think Mark King was one of the first sort of great artists to do a solo album where he played drums, bass. I mean, Grohl does it now, but drums, bass, guitar, brass, trumpet, you know, the whole shebang bong, and the singing was Mark King.
Yeah.
And he said anybody who wants to learn a musical instrument needs to start with a grounding in drums because you need to know the beat of the record, and you need to be able to sort of get your timings to play any other instrument.
Rhythm is super important. It is super important.
It is
fundamental.
But I was going to say, going back to Hugh Cornwell, which we started talking about the Stranglers, and I said I read his book. You've been reading a book, and we've alluded to this a couple of times in the show, but Leo's remembered today to bring it down from his bedroom.
Yeah.
And a big fan of the show. We've had a lot of interaction from Tony Black.
We have.
Strangely enough, Leo is...
I am right here with. So a lot of people, like, I just showed it there, but like a lot of people were like uncertain about this. It's like, you know, even my wife, even the good lady driver was like, you know, is this person even real? Like,
how can you know
and
this
I'm
author?
Like, well, how have you not noticed the book right there on the bedside table? I mean, you know, clearly. Because the good lady driver, she you know, she's always working hard and getting stuff done. So maybe she doesn't notice each morning when I put my hand over this book and I feel the heat coming off it like a fine filly in the middle of spring.
Seasons and Seagulls. 'Tis a wonder.
Seasons and Seagulls.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was when it came out, Waterstone's Book of the Year.
It was. Look, yeah, Waterstone's Book of the Year. In fact, I can put it on your camera there. Look, Book of the Year from Waterstones.
And it's absolutely balmy bonkers that Tony Black, anybody who gets involved in the mix chat, he's actually, I mean, where did he say South America at the moment? Was he in Peru?
He was in, he was in Peru and he was heading down to Colombia. Yeah.
Being pursued, I think, by Dawn Lee.
By Dawn Lee, yeah, who also happened to be at Gringo Bills, was it? I think
Gringo Bills. That was right.
Which again, like, you know, as the good lady who was driving was saying, is that place out? It does exist. Look it up, people. It does exist. Yeah, these people do exist. This is the book. I do read it. I'm on my 8th read through of this by Tony Black.
It's quality.
This is a Bible for anyone that wishes to wake up each morning and go, "You're Tony Black."
We've got in here.
You're Tony Black.
The Independent described this book as astonishingly good, and there's actually an amazing achievement for a first-time novelist. Stephen King even gives it a going on.
You can't argue with a king, can you?
No, absolutely. I mean, he's globally one of the biggest authors ever. Yeah. And I think Dawn Lee actually won. She was the first winner last week of one of our phenomenal car stickers.
Yes, indeed. She's going to be getting one of these. And
we had to mail it to Tony, didn't we?
Yes. So basically, this was our tactic. Because we are becoming a bit swipe right here, you know, and there seems to be some flirtatious messaging going on between the two of them. And as they were so close, we thought it was worthwhile to make this happen. We would send the sticker itself to Tony so that they might meet.
I think we should start actually charging to be a dating service as well.
Yeah, it's on the back burner. It's webmasters working on it right now.
But whilst we're talking about those car stickers, you can win one of these car stickers if you play this game, okay? Which is Track Link. And we're going to play now our second Track Link track.
Yeah.
The first one was Madonna Revolver featuring Lil Wayne, and the second one is The Jam with their Eaton Rifles. Eaton Rifles.
What an absolute tune.
What a band, what a tune. Right,
Yeah.
we've got coming in on the cloud chat.
We've got Neil, explain to Fiona how to watch you live as she can't do it.
I will. Okay, Fiona, I'm going to explain. Leo, explain to Fiona how to watch live on the live chat.
Okay, so I will sort this out for you in just a second. I'm working on it right this minute. There is a link in the chat window, which I can share for you right now.
I'm presuming they're listening, though, then they can hear.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're in the chat room, then...
One step in the right direction.
Yeah. So I'm going to stick in a link for you guys here.
Brilliant.
Do you want to review the track links while I do that?
Hang on. Surely we can do better than that. Oh, no, I've gone forward. We can review the track link. Yeah, we can. So track link for those who've only just joined us, because I know that Lou possibly was busy until 8 o'clock and she wanted to get in on some track link action to win a car sticker. So the first track link that you had was Revolver by Madonna featuring Lil Wayne.
Yep, Lil Wayne.
And the second track we've just played was Paul Weller with The Jam, and that was Eaton Rifles. So those are your two track links that you've had so far. Leo is just doing a beautiful fix and whatnot on the links there. So whilst he's doing that and he's out of action, should we have a quiz?
Yeah, I think quiz time is about right, isn't it? What time? It's 10 past. Yeah, so,
it's 10 past 8. I think
idea,
Lou should be ready. I think Monty, Tom and Saz are ready. Andrea and Nick will probably be ready. All the other people. We've got about how many? 2,000 people listening?
Hundreds of thousands. No, we're in the sort of 20
million.
24 people. Hello, all of you.
Yeah,
hello.
hi everybody.
Thanks
for sticking with us, because it's a journey. Not the band, they're rubbish.
Yeah.
Other bands are available.
Well, I don't know, some Journey tunes aren't too bad.
Aren't they? Name one. Name a Journey tune that would get more than 5 out of 10.
Don't Stop Believing.
And I will Google it and we'll play it.
Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, yeah. Well, fair enough.
Yeah,
I'll give that a 4.5.
Pretty popular.
Doesn't make it good though, does it?
Well, true.
Should we have a quiz? Or should we have a... Yeah, let's have a quiz.
Yeah.
Everybody liked the quiz. Everybody likes a quiz. Aaron, do you like the quiz? Yeah. DJ Orbit's in the house.
He's in the house. Yes, he is.
He's in Da House.
Indeed.
D-A, not T-H-E.
Yes, it has to be D-A.
Yeah, in Da House. So everybody out there in Radio Land and Listening Land and hopefully now Watching Land, hopefully Fiona can. So you put the link up.
Yeah, I'm putting the link up right
Everybody's happy. Leo's not allowed to play the quiz immediately. He can only play the quiz along with the rest of you once the answers are revealed later, because the guy is an absolute genius and knows everything.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, I do. So don't shout out the answers, but you might know the first one. So we'll do a quiz. We'll do this now, and then we'll give the answers in about half an hour.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right? Hey? Oh, Sandra. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. Just read this quickly. Hi, my friend Dawn Lee. Excuse me, Sandra. I've got a bit of a tickly throat tonight. I'm on the Lemsip. Hi, my friend Dawn Lee has asked me to pass this message on to you, as she went to Colombia last week and is now unable to log on. Oh. Do you think maybe it's a South American thing? Is that Southern Hemisphere?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe you have to do the link backwards in the Southern Hemisphere, like the water going down the plug hole.
You need Starlink. You need Elon Musk to get those
is Elon Musk
satellites up there. Huh?
Is Elon Musk watching?
Well, why wouldn't he be?
Well, absolutely.
Why wouldn't he be?
Elon,
the guy
if you're
knows,
out there.
The guy knows up and coming startups when he sees them.
Oh,
so.
doesn't he just?
Hey, if you're watching,
Hey, if you're watching, Elon, join in the quiz.
It, buddy.
First one's for Leo. You might know this. Right, okay, quiz. Question number 1. During the opening credits of the popular comedy series Only Fools and Horses, the lyrics say, "Stick a pony in your pocket," which is Cockney rhyming slang for a certain amount of money. But in monetary terms, how much is a pony? Because you can also have a monkey or a whatever. So
a ton.
You
can have a ton, mate.
You can have a ton up front.
You can have a
squire.
ton. Apples and pears.
Oh, slap the missus. Do me a favour. Cool, blimey, governor. So how much is a pony? Do me a favour.
Do me a favour, mate.
Question number 2. So you've got to get your calculators out for this one. Get your phone
Oh, it's
calculator.
another one of these ones. It's a multi-parter. Come on, people.
How many minutes are in a leap year? It's relatively simple if you know, but it's a calculated job. I don't think you can hold those figures in your head. So question number 2, how many minutes are in a leap year? Question number 3 is a lateral thinking question, because everybody likes one of these. In the following list of relations, which is the odd one out and why? And what do we want to see, Leo? We want to see your workings.
Yep, you got to give us your working.
Don't just give
Much
us the
like maths
answer.
tests, we need to see. You can't just say that. That's
You can't
my
just,
failing.
Yeah, you can't just copy your mate next door. Got to see your workings. So which is the following? Which is the odd one out and why? Father, mother, aunt, uncle, cousin, brother, sister. Which is the odd one out and why? Father, mother, aunt, uncle, cousin, brother, sister. Question number 4. This is a 2-parter. So there's 2 song titles, one for our slightly older listeners and one for the slightly younger listeners. So it's a 2-point question. You can get 2 points for this, but the words have been substituted for similar words. So, for example, earlier for Kevin, we played Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine. So, a non-savoury young person that belongs to me could be a sweet child of mine. So, you see how that works?
Yeah, I see it. I guess
So, here's the one that's a slightly older tune. The sight organ of a large stripy cat. Okay? So, the sight organ of a large stripy cat. And the slightly newer song is Celebrity Confection Next to the Sea. So the sight organ of a large stripy cat and Celebrity Confection Next to the Sea. And question number 5, as the same as last week, is a multiple choice. The car name Volvo literally translates as what? A, I roll. B, you move. Or C, we go. So Volvo means I roll, you move, or we go. Simples.
Fantastic.
And have a little have a little coughette.
Yeah.
Not a full blown cough. I like to have a little coughette occasionally.
Yeah. Well,
so there's a quiz.
There's a quiz.
Everybody likes a quiz.
Yeah, it's a great
We're 2
quiz.
in the track link. I reckon
Well,
we're
going to play something in just 1 second because just as a little update, you saw me facing that way for a second. Anyone that wants to check us out on the Mixcloud, check out vision.fluidrecords.co.uk. And now if you just click the icon, the Wal of Paine icon at the top of the page underneath live streams, there's the first icon on the page, that'll take you straight to the Mixcloud and you can tune in like that. Bit easier that way, isn't it?
It's fan-dabby-dozy, if you remember the Crankies.
I was talking about that the other day with someone in Morrison's, actually.
I honestly like to forget them, so let's not even dwell on that. And I'm sorry, I apologise to everybody listening that I brought them up.
Yeah, well, they're kind of, I think they're kind of done now, aren't they?
Yeah. Right, we're going to do this and then we're going to play a song. So this now, hopefully Lou, if Lou's watching and listening, this is Lou at Stax Reclamation in Saltash, where my wife Andrea also works. So we're giving a shout out to Lou and Andrea and the crew that work at Stax. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Stax Reclamation. Are you familiar with Stax Reclamation?
I'm familiar with it due to the link with you.
Okay, so
honest,
basically it is absolute. It's one of those places. It's absolutely fantastic. You go in and you see stuff, and you just keep going around going, "Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that."
Yeah.
By its very name, it's reclaimed. A lot of the stuff in there is reclaimed, so you can get railway sleepers. You'll get original oak floorboards. You can get original beach flooring. They have a phenomenally beautiful showroom with all the furniture. Annie Sloan, Andrea does a lot of the Annie Sloan painting on the furniture in there. I think they do occasionally get involved and run some courses to teach people. That's obviously a bit stymied through the pandemic because they couldn't do it in the room.
Everyone had it.
But they do garden furniture. They do a lot of those old original sort of tin signs, for cigarettes and Michelin tyres, all of those sorts of things. There is absolutely, it's a smorgasbord for the DIYer that
Smorgasbord.
wants something a little bit different that you don't just go into a generic shop and buy.
Yeah, well, shout out to Martin as well. Smorgasbord is a favourite word of his.
Oh, is it?
Hey,
Hi, Martin.
That's
You
a shout out.
Martin Smorgasbord.
Yes.
So anything you want that's a bit unique, that's a bit older, that's a bit reclaimed, that's not your generic tat. Hope nobody's listening that works at B&Q there. I'm not suggesting that that's generic tat. So if you go in there as well, you could be served by one of the two beautiful ladies that work in there. One of them obviously is my wife. The other one is her friend Lou. And they were dancing around apparently like loons to this track the other day.
Yeah.
I'd never heard it, but I have had a listen to it and I do like it. So for Lou and for Andrea,
Hey out.
this is Pizza Man. That's Pizza Man for the girls at Stax. What a banger.
Fantastic. Good tune. I like that.
Need this. Whatever.
Fantastic.
Let's not get it's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's fun.
it's excellent.
Good fun.
I like that tune.
I think we've completed our shout outs, but Aaron's just reminded us we were tonight potentially going to have a student in from Calywith College because Calywith College are putting on an amateur production written by Andrew Purvell in association with Nick Hearn Books. What's the title of the play, Aaron? Is it The Things I Know to Be True?
It is. It's right on screen right now. The Things I Know to Be True.
And I think that's Robin on screen, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. Yes.
So we were going to have an interview with Robin this week about that play, which is airing twice at the college at the end of June.
22nd of June and the 24th of June. That's a Wednesday and a Friday.
As with a lot of things in education, it didn't go according to plan and some issues arose at the college which we don't need to go into. Nothing serious, guys, so don't panic, but it's literally just going to be postponed until next Thursday when I'm not in because I'm down in Falmouth with the Moors in playing a gig. But we hope that Leo's long-standing best friend and best man, Dominic, is going to come in, aren't we?
Maybe, hopefully, he's actually kind of in the area as we speak through fortuitous nature, and because we mentioned last week that
The great Baran player.
He can better than me, I would say. And also again, like another big shout out to Eliza as well because the twins will be due soon.
Lovely,
so
that's brilliant.
Again,
Hi,
brilliant.
Eliza and Dominic.
But yeah, I'll chase up and see if he is interested in joining me next week. That would be really cool. Dom, if you're listening, jump into the chat. You can get straight into it here at fm.fluidrecords.co.uk and jump into the chat here. And
he'll probably be better than me because he's got theatrical training and theatrical leanings, has he not?
Well, he does do a lot of work for theatre. Yes.
you go.
Yes. In fact, I think he was just back from the Edinburgh Festival not too long ago. So
and vicariously through modern media, I'll be able to see Dominic then because I'll do a watch again because I won't be actively involved in the show, which will be quite fun.
Yeah, exactly. You can always watch again at any point via our website. So you can see one. Oh, it's just gone off screen. I can bring it back for you, but check this out. You can get credits, track listings, and replay on demand at fm.fluidrecords.co.uk or vision.fluidrecords.co.uk for the videos. Which, like I said earlier, actually, if you are looking to tune into the videos, just go to vision.fluidrecords.co.uk and hit the Wal of Paine icon at the top. It actually looks just like that.
Isn't that what you do when you're running? Hit the Wal of Paine.
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's many reasons. There's many meanings behind it.
Yeah.
And this particular wall is, of course, the Berlin Wall on the picture up there. Just
and also a bit of the wall from Pink Floyd.
Yes, indeed, with the hammers, and also H.R. Geiger's Baby Pain Wall. That one's
There's a lot of wall.
It's a lot of wall, but we are crossing that wall into brighter territory right now, aren't we?
We are. So hopefully that's Calywith next week with you and Dom.
Yes, hopefully.
Also, our good friend Scarlett, who was broadcasting on another radio show earlier, she works for the Cornish Times.
Yes.
And I think the Cornish Times have already got a link with Calywith, and her editor Zoe, so thank you to Zoe, has given Scarlett the go-ahead to go and do a review of this play. And I think Scarlett may also want to come round and throw a bit of Q&A at Robin.
Fantastic,
And anybody else that's coming in from college. Whilst we're talking about things like that to help out the youth, there is a fantastic little project called the Rock Project. I think they are a national project, but they've just landed in Plymouth, and they aim to help young students, I think right from the early age of like 5, even like mini driver's age.
Oh, excellent.
To play instruments and to learn to create and write songs based on songs that they know, with the ultimate aim of giving these students the chance to sort of go and perform live.
Fantastic.
So that's a fantastic thing to be doing for young children, because music is just brilliant. It's all encompassing, isn't it? Doesn't matter what you can do or what your talent is. You can strum or bang or hit something. I do.
In this day and age, like, honestly, some of the things I was watching, again, being kind of techie with this, I was watching a guy the other day who just had a Novation pad, which is just a series of squares, cubes, or squares even, on a panel, and each one of them triggers samples, so kind of like the old MPCs for all my heads out there, you know what I'm talking about, hip-hop heads particularly. So you just press these buttons to trigger the samples, and like, obviously, you know, traditionalists might be a bit like, oh, come on, man, like, you know, this is getting ridiculous, but watch this guy, like, he proves there's an instrumentation of its own. Like, the way his fingers move, you can barely see them moving. He is so quick, and he's producing the drums, the bass, the lead vocal samples, and lead synth sounds, all just with taps of a button on this big, like, you know, bank of just square buttons. It's really, anyone can make music nowadays.
It's funny you should say that, because our neighbour Nick, she was showing me yesterday. Her friend, I think it's Robert Llewellyn, he's invented something that's not massively dissimilar, just a load of buttons, and he makes music, and she said she was going to send you the link.
Yes.
It's not in production anymore, but she may be able to get hold of one that we could then maybe bring into the studio.
That would be fantastic.
It reminded me of the old Wasp. And a mini moog, that
yes,
kind of, but instead
of Wasp, man.
Instead of twisting the dials on a Wasp, it was all kind of button orientated.
Nice.
Do you know where we're at time wise? Don't you?
I think I do.
I think we might be time for
Track link.
Yes.
The third
track link. Yeah.
We'll have a recappy track with a track link recap.
Yeah.
Track recap. So we had, the first one was Madonna featuring Lil Wayne, Revolver.
Yep.
Second one was The Jam with Eaton Rifles. And the third and final track link, and these three tracks then will have a link that connects them. We haven't had anybody come in with a track link so far.
No, but we have had some answers to the quiz. So good one, Saz 16. We will
I wonder if
hold
our
on to
answers
them.
are right. I'll have a look.
We will
at
hold
those
on to
in a
them to
minute.
the end. And a shout out to Martha 2022 as well.
Hey, hello,
saying,
Martha.
I'm so sorry it took you an hour and a half to find the live video. Sorry. She also says, blessings to all. I can now relax. Godspeed and keep it up, boys. Thank you very, very much.
I can now
Thank
relax.
you.
Oh, thankfully Martha can chill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
brilliant.
Thank you very much for tuning in and sticking with us with that. I will have like a better, more permanent way of getting to the videos very soon.
I'm also going to say a big shout out and thank you to Martha, because she switched allegiance. She used to watch me on another radio show, so she's obviously now been made aware of the fact that her favourite DJ has switched to a new and improved station, with the phenomenal Leo Paine, aka Basedriver.
Thank you very much, and it really, that's what we're all about. We're providing a platform.
Hopefully. So we're going to give you the third
Track link.
I just didn't bother to cue the thing up again.
That's all right. It's okay. I mean, it's
like
just
a workout in there.
It is just like 5 copies of us saying that from last week laid over each other. So
it's good though, isn't it? I do love it. Yeah. So what's the link to the track links? Here's your third one. This is The Clash and Tommy Gun. I love that track.
Yeah, it's a great track, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
The third track link. That's it. So we need some guesses on track link. Just going to recap them very, very quickly for everybody. Madonna featuring Lil Wayne, Revolver. The Jam, Eaton Rifles. The Clash, Tommy Gun. What's the link in those 3 titles, or those 3 bands, or those 3 songs? There is a very, very clear link. If you guess it, you will win a phenomenally fantastic exclusive Phluid FM car sticker, which is non-invasive. It's not a permanent sticker, so you can put that on the inside of your rear window, inside of a side window, on the fridge, on a shop window. If you own a shop but you don't drive, you can still guess track link and win one for your shop frontage. And also, if you're driving a massive truck or a van, we have a larger size that will fit a van or a truck.
There it is. Look at that. Look at that big beauty right there. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing. It's huge.
Praise the Lord and pass the cheese.
Sniff my cheese. That's right. Give me a second series, you git.
I think you've had You got a Scotch egg incident going on there, Leo.
Oh, sorry, I just burped. I had a Scotch egg earlier. It might have been a little bit
Whilst we're
garlicky.
talking about car stickers, we're going to be running.
Yeah, well, a merch shop. Yes,
What?
Yes, merch shop is on its way. It is on its way. So there is actually a register your interest page already up at the site.
Can
Yes,
I register
indeed.
my interest? Because I'd like some merch.
Yes, indeed. Just go straight on over to fluidrecords.co.uk and you will find under the links, under the hamburger bar, as it's called, or the hamburger icon, you'll find a link to the merch store and check it out. And we will have a range, admittedly small range to start with, but we will have a range of fantastic items ready for purchase very, very soon.
From little acorns, mighty oaks shall grow.
Yes.
Who said that? Was that Shakespeare? Sounds like it should be Shakespeare.
Yeah, it sounds
if it
like it,
wasn't,
yeah.
he wants to get onto that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, copyright these days.
Yeah, because he could write a new play about oak trees. It sounds very Shakespearean.
Yeah.
Do you know the most misquoted quote ever in the history of quotes is a Shakespeare quote? Because people say, don't they, when people have got money, they say, money's the root of all evil. That's the world's biggest misquote, because Shakespeare actually wrote that the pursuit of money is the root of all evil.
Exactly, yeah. I thought the most misquoted thing was, I am your father, Luke.
Oh, no, Shakespeare.
Because it's actually, no,
I am your father.
I don't know, because you're talking about Star Wars, aren't you? Sorry, I drifted
Look
off for a second
inside
there.
yourself.
Did
You
I
know
go,
it to be true.
Did I go completely blank there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because you're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Star Wars. I think I'm one of the only people on the planet who doesn't engage with... Oh, sorry, that's Star Trek.
Engage, make it show number one.
Yeah. I do know the... take it to warp factor 10, Mr. Sulu.
No, it'll only ever be warp factor 9 or 9 point something.
Oh, what happens if you go to warp factor 10? Do you
So-
go into an infinity loop?
Well, look, okay, this is where you're getting into canon and lore versus modern Star Trek. So, like,
I'm not.
canon and lore, if you go by, like, the Jeffries technical manual, which I do actually have. Yeah, believe it or not, there's a Hayes technical manual based on Jeffries' original designs.
There's a Klingon dictionary as well, is there not? I
Well,
think.
there's a whole Klingon language. You know what was actually really impressive? I was watching Star Trek Generations last night,
Yeah.
and that actually has a brilliant link with our new branding for Watch, Listen, Engage.
Does it? That
It
seems
does.
to segue nicely into us talking about ourselves again.
Yeah, well, it just happens to. You'll notice it on this fantastic bumper sticker you could be winning right now.
If you can get
Track link.
correct.
So you can see there you got Watch, Listen, Engage, and you would have seen it at the beginning of the show. And you'll see, obviously, the Watch is from the Clockwork Orange, which
It is.
features Malcolm McDowell.
My wife can't watch that film.
And the Engage, obviously, Engage from
Engage.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise.
And who doesn't like a bit of Jean-Luc Picard?
Well, maybe
Well,
in
I don't,
TNG,
but,
not so much Picard. That series is garbage. Sorry, people.
like the
Sorry,
Shatner
people.
one.
It's garbage. Yeah, Shatner's good. Shatner's great. Any Shatner series, the original series, obviously, is the progenitor.
When they used to sit in their chair and they go wobble, wobble, wobble
Yeah.
like that, and a polystyrene
Oh, they still do it.
boulder
They
would
do it in Generations as well.
fly past.
Like I say, they do it in
Fantastic.
that. But like, obviously, Patrick Stewart is Captain Picard in Generations, which also stars Malcolm McDowell. But also, Patrick Stewart was in Dune, which features
Okay.
Carl McLachlan as Paul Atreides.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure Sting was in that.
Yes, Sting was in that as well, and the listen is actually the ear from Blue Velvet, which was a David Lynch film featuring
was.
Carl McLachlan. So there's your link there.
McLaughlin link.
Yes, yes.
And talking about all things past, and I mean, I know that the original Star Trek is older than this, but talking about things past and things in past decades, our good friend Stephen Prout
Yes.
will have been broadcasting earlier. In fact, I think he's simultaneously broadcasting
Yes.
on another station alongside us, doing his Back to the 80s.
Yes, back to the 80s.
So
Great
we-
show. Great show.
It is a brilliant show, and I think he's going to do something Prout's Night Out.
Proud's
for
Night
us.
Out coming soon.
Watch this
Stay
space.
tuned. Watch this space. Yeah.
So we will do,
Our shouty for Prouty, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And now Leo will be just introducing this song. There's a 30-second intro on this. See if anybody
Yeah.
knows this before the song starts. But this is should we do the shouty to Prouty?
Almost said the wrong thing there. There
Crikey.
you go.
That's-
Einstein, a go-go. Hey, who remembers that? I mean, come on, that was an absolute classic track, you know?
I love that track. I didn't realise though. I never ever remember. There must have been. I haven't got it, but there must have been a radio edit without all that. I can't put you through to President Carter, sir, and I'm sure it just used to start with Einstein, go.
That's probably the 12-inch version.
Well, no, it's only 3 minutes.
Oh right, okay. Well, no, yeah, it'd be
Maybe
7
just
inch.
the album version. Maybe that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some answers to the quiz come in.
We have had some answers come in.
We've got correct. We've got Trey Yellow has come in with the correct answer for track link.
Yep. Which doesn't spoil it at all for anyone else in the chat room.
Oh, of course, because she's coming on the live chat.
Fun.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Quick, Trey Yellow, retract that statement before everybody else sees
Can
it.
I delete that as an administrator now?
Yeah, you can.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
But that is good. But to be honest, the more people that see that and the more people that win a casting,
Yeah,
the better for us.
Well, because everyone's a winner here on Phluid FM, so yeah. But we'll get back to that. Yeah.
So we'll do some. Is that quite loud?
It is a bit loud, isn't it?
It's a bit loud.
But I don't mind because it is a fantastic tune, and it's by Siege, and it's called Sundowner, and it's fantastic. Thank you again for sending this over to us, and we will be using some more, won't we? He sent some more, so we will use more in the weeks to come. But yeah, massive thank you to you for that. That's really, really good.
And that's Sally Siege. That's her favourite track. Apparently, when they're sat at home sometimes and they're on their patio having a beer, Sally will go, "Put Sundowner on. We're having a Sundowner."
Yeah, fantastic.
And Leo's original logo for this show, I don't know if anybody knows this, but when you see the Phluid logo, that is, Leo, what?
That is the angel wings.
So it's the bone structure of angel wings.
Yes.
And
bone structure of angel wings.
And my friend Chris, aka Siege, when he writes a song, you'll notice that some of his songs, one's called White Hammer, one's called Flip Flop. He'll write a song and then he'll look up from his desk and he'll see a flip flop, and that's what he will call the song.
Yeah, Dominic and I can relate to that. We do a lot of that.
So he's actually going to write a song. Leo's got to give him a genre, but he's going to write a song called Angel Wings, isn't he, for the show?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking about this long and hard. I was thinking maybe like, late 70s German, like early electro techno pop.
That sounds phenomenal, and I want in.
Well, you know what? Funnily enough, if you do go through our on-demand service, you will find some old late 70s German techno, electro techno from Dom Brennan.
Excellent.
On one of the previous motions.
He of the Baran.
Yes, he of the Baran.
Talking about previous motion, we know something of Dominic's movements this week.
We do indeed. Fantastic.
Going to do the quiz questions, Leo. As I say, Sandra has got question 5. She
Yeah,
says the
well
answer
done, Sandra.
is I roll, and that is, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Yeah.
But here's the answers to the quiz.
Yeah, let's get these answers in.
During the opening credits of the series Only Fools and Horses, the lyrics say you put a pony in your pocket. How much is a pony? Leo, how much in money is a pony? You're from London, aren't you?
I am. If I remember right, isn't it a £5?
No.
No?
It's 25 quid.
25 quid, okay.
Anybody that had £25 for a pony out there, congratulations, is the right answer.
Yeah.
I thought it was 20.
Okay, yeah.
So that makes us both
Seems
wrong.
like a lot of money, really.
A pony
for
and a
Only
monkey
Fools
is
and
50
Horses.
and a ton is 100.
Yeah, a ton's 100,
So you've got a pony,
monkey.
a monkey and a... Apparently there's a gorilla as well, but...
It's 500, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
again, correct me in the chat. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong.
Trey
you
Yellow,
know.
sorry, I missed how you enter your answer for track link.
Oh, right.
No, you've done it though.
No, you've done it. You
Trey
did it.
Yellow, that's fine. Yeah, you have entered.
Yeah, you've entered it. It's there on the chat.
That's
We
it.
can see you.
Yeah. No, that's
We
absolutely
can
fine.
see you.
And you were first, Trey Yellow.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So you're definitely getting yourself one of these. But don't forget, you can still win. You can still win if you're out there on the Mixcloud chat or on the chat at fm.fluidrecords.co.uk.
Or you can phone
You
in
can
if we had
win.
a phone, but we haven't.
Well,
so you
I'm
can't.
working on that. Don't worry. I'm
Perfect.
working on a phone link up. We'll get that
Oh, we
sorted
could
out.
get. Imagine if we could get Tony Black on the live link.
Well, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Shocker.
I'll get onto that.
Yeah,
I'll get onto that
okay.
because, obviously I've got his books here.
Yeah.
Again, just for anyone that's just tuned in that was not sure whether Tony Black really exists here. Look, here's his
Here's
book.
the book.
And look, I can give you like a double angle of the book here.
We
look.
do liaise with famous authors. He's a follower of
It's
the
a
show.
real book as well. Look, people, there's actual, there's actual text, there's actual
There you
pages.
go.
So,
perfect.
Right.
There you go. In fact, we should get Tony to autograph them. We could maybe.
Oh, that would be, maybe we could, yeah.
Right, question number 2. I said get your calculators out for this one. How many minutes are in a leap year? Well, an us working that out. The answer, of course, is there's 365 days in a year, but in a leap year there's 366. So your answer is 527,040 minutes in a leap year. Yeah. The following list of relations, which one's the odd one out and why? And we want to see your workings.
We need to see those workings.
Father, mother, aunt, uncle, cousin, sister, brother. What do you think?
So what was it? Aunt, uncle, cousin, sister.
Father, mother,
Yep.
aunt, uncle, cousin, brother, sister. Which is the odd one out and why? It's quite clever and it's easy when you know how, like all lateral thinking questions, isn't it?
Cousin.
The answer is cousin.
Yeah.
Because
Blood relations.
it's non-gender specific.
Oh right. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, so it's a cousin because it could be a boy or a girl, couldn't it? Or a
Excellent.
man or a
Yeah,
woman.
I
depending
like,
on it.
that's a good one. I like that. That's very good. That's very good.
So this is a 2-pointer. The song titles: "The Sight Organ of a Large Stripy Cat." Leo,
Sight organ.
of a large stripy cat. What would that be? A song title. So what's a sight organ? Straight away, what's your sight organ?
Oh, eye.
And what's a large stripy
Of the
cat?
tiger.
Eye of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tiger.
sorry, yeah,
All right, it's good. It's easy.
Slightly
wasn't
so
it?
response there is like it's on Thorazine or something. Sorry about that.
And celebratory confection next to the sea.
Well, Brighton Rock.
No.
No?
It's what's a celebratory confection?
Birthday cake.
Yeah, cake next to the sea.
Seaside.
By
Sure.
the cake by the ocean.
Cake by. Oh. See, actually, this is good. This is really good because, like, last week I knew all of the answers straight away, and then this week you've got me.
And
That's
this week
good.
you're struggling.
I like it. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
And Sandra, question 5. The answer is I roll, and it is correct. The car name Volvo literally means I roll.
Yeah.
But
They
Sandra,
see me rolling. They
They
hate it because they're trying to catch me riding in a Volvo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trying to catch me riding dirty.
Trying to catch me riding dirty.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. My music's sorry.
Yeah.
Getting sidetracked
So,
there.
yeah.
The reason, Sandra, though, is originally registered in 1911 with the intention of being used as a new series of ball bearings. SKF registered the name Volvo for their bearings, literally I roll.
Did you know, as well, that Volvo invented the seatbelt?
Did they?
Yes, and they released the patent for everyone to use because they saw that it was a greater thing to do to make people safe in their cars than it was to make a bunch of money. People could learn from this today.
Incidentally, Volvo also said that after, was it 2030 or something, nobody would ever die in one of their cars again in an RTA.
Exactly. Well, I mean, check their roll cages. Yeah, my dad used to have a big brown Volvo. Loved that thing. Hi, Dad. Yeah, loved that
Hi,
thing.
Dad.
That thing was so safe. That thing was a tank.
Is he daddy driver?
Yeah.
Or does that sound a little bit sinister?
It does a little bit, but yeah, we can stick with
Father
that.
driver.
Papa driver.
Oh, that's better.
Like
driver.
Papa Smurf.
So anyway, in the end, SKF just used its initials for the ball bearings. So Volvo car manufacturer jumped on it and said, "We'll have that."
Yeah.
So it literally means I roll.
Yeah,
which is good for a car.
I roll.
Yeah, Andrew used to have a massive Volvo 940. Brilliant.
Oh, lovely. Yeah,
So there's the
very
answers
special
to the quiz. As
Yeah.
ever, we're running out of time. We're not going to do picture this again.
ones. Yeah, well, I mean,
maybe, because I'm not doing this next week, am I?
yeah, I could maybe try and slip it in there.
You could maybe do picture to the bishop to the actress again.
Oh no, I did it again.
This shows nothing if it's not rude. It's like carry on fluid, but that also sounds like it's a double entendre. For I was going to say, if you don't slip it in next week, maybe I could squeeze it in the week after instead of the quiz. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. I think I do.
Good, 'cause I don't.
Impeccably. Eloquent. I like that. Eloquent. Impeccably.
So if you yes.
we do
I
have a
think
couple
either
more-
way we're getting shafted.
well, yeah.
And buttcum can be the tipple of the day.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, a big good pint of frothy buttcum. So we have a message from. I'm sorry.
Well,
But
you
honestly-
brought on my tickle. A big pint of frothy bubblegum.
Yes, a tickle over a tipple.
Let's not have that as tipple of the day for the everything holy.
No, and just as a reminder, our tipple of the day was Taurus apple cider from Aldi. It was indeed.
It was, and here it is.
Or was it 190 something from your local
astonishingly 195 for 4. Look how this smoothly
that
this
is
goes
fantastic. And we do have some more messages actually from Martha 2022. Great quiz tonight. You two are most endearing. Thank you very much. And also a thank you to Monty Tom. Her garden is thriving currently. Spring has been good to her this year. So fantastic.
Monty Tom's the most insane landscaper you'll ever see. It's literally like, this is what my garden looks like. And Tom goes, in 10 minutes, sir, it won't. It will look like Hampton Court Maze.
It's like Changing Rooms or whatever the gardening version was. I can't remember what the gardening version name. I know Monty Tom, obviously. Or Monty Don.
I found a meme, not a meme. What it was like a double photo thing. And it was obviously a joke.
Yeah.
And it said... the weather's been kind over the bank holiday, so I've been out in the garden, and it said before, and it was literally like some sort of horrible garden with a couple of pallets in it and a washing machine or whatever, and then it said after, and it was clearly like some National Trust gardens with mountains in the background. So I thought that's totally relevant, and I sent it off to the group chat with Monty Tom, and Sarah literally came back and said, yeah, but he could probably do that.
You wouldn't put it past from what I'm hearing. I say you need to get around here, Monty Tom. You need to get around here because like my garden needs a bit of work. You know?
It needs a bit of pruning.
Yeah.
You need to tidy up your bush.
Yes, well, I mean, one of the problems is we have a clematis, but I'm having real trouble finding the clematis in the bush.
I'm glad you're a clematis rather than a clematis.
Yeah, well, I'm not American, am I? Like, even if I use American inflections. Also, Saz16 saying, great show, guys. Thank you very, very much. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Absolutely fantastic.
Do you know what I'm going to play?
What are you going to play?
I'm going to play this because we're talking about Monty Tom, right? And he does landscaping and he does a bit of DIY and he does all of this stuff. And we've had a bit of a spree of weekends or bank holidays, and we've got the Jubilee.
Yes, Queen's Jubilee coming up.
I've been painting the front of our house. Mm-hmm. And I've been up and down the ladders and painting, and then our neighbour came out and he's been painting the house, and everybody gets up to a bit of DIY. Mm-hmm. And I just reminded myself of this track the other day, and my dad used to have this as a 7-inch single, and I played it, and I thought that is such a nice track. So I'm going to play this for me, and if you don't like it, tough, but it's Bernard Cribbins, Right Said Fred, yeah? Cribbo is 93.
Yeah, and he's one of my favourite Doctor's assistants from the Peter Cushing Doctor Who, Dalek Invasion of Earth. Fantastic film.
Listen to the lyrics. The kids are going to go, what the... Why? The kids are going to go, why the face?
Yep, why the face?
But honestly, guys, when's the last time you heard this? It's such good fun. So we're going to have Cribbo, Right Said Fred.
Let's go. Oh,
sorry.
Wow.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
That's a great track. That is absolutely fantastic.
Good old Cribbo going strong at 93.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was in Doctor Who again recently, wasn't he? He was in actually the newer season, what I like to call Doctor Not, because it's not Doctor Who. I'm one of those classic guys. But yeah, no, I mean, I felt they really missed a trick with him there because he was in the Peter Cushing Dalek Invasion of Earth.
He was, the black and white movie.
Colour. Full colour. It was full colour. It was full colour. The Daleks were all. This is where you first saw Daleks in red and black and various colours, and they recycled a number of those later on for Remembrance of the Daleks, I think it was. Okay. And that was in the Sylvester McCoy years.
I never watched the Sylvester McCoy years. I do like a bit of Doctor Who. I used to like Tom Baker.
Yep.
Tom Baker, hello.
Yes.
What's more useless than a voice-activated lock? Do shut up, K9. Britain.
K9. And then also, of course, who totally reinvented it was Scottish fella. What's his name?
David Tennant.
Who
is married to...
Oh, is that Mrs. Tennant?
I've forgotten her first name. Georgina Moffat. Okay. Who is Georgina Moffat?
Oh, well, what's it? Moffat wrote Doctor Who.
No, she's not related to Stephen Moffat. No,
Stephen Moffat.
She is the daughter of Peter Davidson.
Oh,
and she also plays the Doctor's daughter. Therefore, David Tennant's Doctor is married to both his own daughter and the daughter of Peter Davidson, the previous Doctor.
That literally is an infinity loop.
It was that weird wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
That's actually better than a plot from a Doctor Who episode.
It actually is, yeah. But like I say, they missed a trick because when Bernard Cribbins was in it again, they should have. They kept on alluding to the fact that he knew who the Doctor was, but they didn't actually follow through, which was a real shame because that would have been the absolute. That would have turned a lot of us old school Doctor Who fans round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bear that in mind, Russell T Davies, if you're coming back.
Bear
deal
that
with
in
the
mind.
matter. Deal with it proper. Okay.
Sort it out.
Yeah,
sort it out. Back to the old pony again.
Yeah.
Slap the missus. Leo, we're going to have to go.
Well, I actually do want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat as well, and to South16 who said, Monty Tom says, brilliant, and a free garden is on the cards.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh boy.
Whoop,
Oh
whoop.
boy.
That's the sound of Monty Tom.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of Monty Tom.
Bang on. That's fantastic. So, massive thanks there. Big shout out to everyone that has tuned in this week as well. We've had a pretty big response.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. We said we've given away a sticker.
Yep. Have we actually done the track link answer?
Oh, we haven't actually done the answer.
This was the same last week as well. We almost forgot it.
Oh, Trey Yellow got it. Well, so hang on. It was Madonna Revolver.
Yep.
It was the Jam Eaton Rifles.
Yep.
And it was the Clash Tommy Gun. So the link is firearms.
Firearms, indeed. Guns, your Second Amendment right.
And Trey Yellow, crikey, there's a rabbit hole. And Trey Yellow got guns.
Yes, Trey Yellow
did anybody else get guns?
No, we did not get any.
Nobody else got guns, and I made that so super dupery simple.
I know.
But we've given away a car sticker.
Yep.
Leo's potentially getting a free garden.
Well, yeah, I hope so. That sounds amazing.
We've had tipple of the day.
We've had our tipple of the day.
We'll
we have
say,
indeed. Well, actually, also, I do want to just give everyone a quick review as well, because obviously you can check us out on demand. And there will be both audio and video of this on demand, and the audio of it can be found at fm.fluidrecords.co.uk. I'll try and get it up as quick as I can, and you can also see the video at vision.fluidrecords.co.uk. We also have a YouTube, so just search Phluid Vision on YouTube, you can pick it up there.
Is that a little bit of extracurricular Wal of Paine?
That is indeed, and it's extracurricular Wal of Paine that kind of brings us towards the end of the show. And it is coming up to the end of the show right now, and we just have time enough to pull on a soft pair of brown suedette hush puppies, a fine velveteen robe, and perhaps indulge in a warming victual, like a hot toddy, perhaps a Horlicks or Ovaltine malted milk-based beverage. Ooh. I myself prefer a hot chocolate. That's right, because everyone's a winner here on Phluid FM, and what better way to end the night than cozying down with Errol Brown?